Greetings, Aquarians. This is Damien with HK Readings, Healing Culture Tarot. I'm here to do October 2019 General Love Reading. This will be for Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Jupiter, so stay tuned to see if any of the messages resonate with you, as well as the cross watcher, because y'all are welcome to the video. Your energy very well may be picked up on. So I want to go ahead and get into it. What we have crowning here is a card of Black Tourmaline, number 1. What's clarifying Black Tourmaline is Orlight 23, which is actually number 24. Now, Black Tourmaline talks about protection, okay? This doesn't necessarily have to be like the worst, most malicious of energy, but you just want to watch out for it. Whenever it does come up in a reading for me, I personally am just a little weary. Like, I feel like you have to be a little cautious just when it comes up, and make sure you're taking the notations to just be extra protected for anybody that may be watching you or stalking you, for anybody that may be wishing you ill or doing things energetically to try to like stop your shine or hinder your shine or whatever. You know, make sure you're looking at it from all realms of what somebody can do and stay protected. So if you need to stay protected physically, have your CHL, have your taser, whatever it is. And at home, you better have your crystals and your sage, and you better have one in your pocket too. You know what I'm saying? Like on all the different levels of protection. It's very much key. And, you know, Black Tourmaline absorbs the negative energy around you. So really, in another sense, I really feel like your ancestors and your guides are saying they are working with making sure that you can walk a clear path. The path that you are walking now may be one that's dangerous only because through your ascension, it could be rubbing the wrong, you know, some people the wrong way who were there with you at a certain point but didn't make it to where you are now. Or just whatever it is. You know, you gotta worry about haters who maybe didn't work as hard as you did. Who knows? They didn't grind as hard as you did. But there's reason to believe that there may be energy surrounding you that doesn't necessarily have your best interest at heart. So just be mindful of that as you move on through October, that you're gonna meet a lot of great people. And within all the more you meet, you're gonna meet just as many, you know, snakes, but there will be, I feel like you'll definitely be able to discern, you know? Again, you know, you just want to ensure that you're watching out for people energetically. I don't think I can say that enough. But when we get to the clarifying card, we have the Soul Connector, Light 23 again. So basically with this card, it's kind of talking about the level of spiritual growth that you're hitting. Like I said, there's something, you know, there are things that are happening in your life. People are seeing who you're becoming, and just how much you radiate excellence and beauty and strength. Especially, and that's why I say some of these people have been around for a while, because especially people who have known your story and have seen a little bit of your progress. It's like to say you got a lot of supporters, but you got just as many people that may be extending jealous or envious energies your direction. So look out for that. You end up making beneficial contacts through friends and family, and you get to the idea that it's not what you know, but who you know. So that's good. Like I said, you'll have a lot of people in your corner and just so many that aren't. So when it comes to not what you know, but who you know, you are going to be getting connected with a lot of different people to network, market, and make things happen, okay? But it's also very important to watch who you know, because even if these are people who haven't been around, but people that you will cross paths with in the future, you're gonna have to use proper discernment to see just what exactly people want from you. It's just gonna be a time where people are gonna want things from you, or there's gonna be ulterior motives, or there's gonna be jealousy or enviousness, and if anything, like, don't freak out over it because, you know, or like this whole connector is just kind of letting you know that you're already vibrating at like such a high frequency to where you're more untouchable than you were before. But definitely some haters around. Yes, this is a general love reading. If you are talking to people, if you are meeting people, there's some people that don't want that to happen, and it's more than one, and I don't know who, where, or why. It could be family members who don't want this to happen. It could be an ex who doesn't want it to happen. Oh, and you know what? I gotta download this. Some of your friends. I'm getting that some of your friends may even want to sabotage something that they want with the person that you could be potentially talking to, or just something scandalous like that. You see, and that's why that black tourmaline comes out, because that's that shit. You know what I mean? That's that shit. And I just saw the misfortune card when I shuffled in my, this is my first deck here, my Gypsy Oracle Sibylla deck. That to me is the Tower. So yeah, some shit's gonna have to go, Aquarius. Yeah, just, you're gonna have to clear some people out. You're gonna have to make some moves and just, because you got so much that's going on for you right now that you can't even let these few haters pass. Wanted to pop as the service card. So, looks like you've got some communication coming in. I usually see this as an offer being made from a masculine energy suitor, or you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a male suitor, but it's coming from a point of masculine energy. Someone who's tough, refined, very attractive, but also has some weak points. What are the weak points? Oh, this is the first time I've seen this card differently. No, it's the same. So remember I told you you got some sabotage around something like a potential, like for some of you, this is a particular message for some of you, okay? Take it if it resonates. Somebody's doing a little sabotage on your relationship. They're interested in the person that you like. This could be a friend, an acquaintance, or an associate. This is the energy of their extension. This is the offer that's being made. These are their weak points, that shystiness, that shadiness that I'm talking about. What's behind those weak points? We have malady and prison and pleasure seekers. Okay, so Aquarius, what's behind, and see, we got 3 weak points. 4 cards came out. We got 3 weak points and 3 cards that came behind it to let you know about this individual that's surrounding you, okay? Now, though they can't touch you, let's just go, if the cards felt as though you needed to know, we're gonna tell you a little bit about this individual. So this individual is somebody who time and time again has found themselves not been able, and look, if you're cross-watching, you're watching this, or fuck that, if you're the person who this is and you're watching this, watching for a friend or whatever, I don't give a fuck, because the energy I'm picking up on right now is fuck you, okay? My channel, I can say what I want. For who this person is, this isn't the person that you're dealing with, seeing, or anything like that, Aquarius. This is the person surrounding you who's trying to sabotage this. So if that person is watching, you know what you can go do to yourself. You can go F yourself. Because the 3 points behind this is, for one, like somebody who continuously finds himself creating the energy of a third-party situation, okay? And they're always the other one. They're never the main one. So look around you, Aquarius. Look at your friends, your associates. It could be a family member who does some of you, I don't know, but it's somebody who's close to you. And look at somebody who's always the other one, male or female. They're never the main one. They're always the other one. And they're always home wrecking, and they're always causing some shit because they have unhappiness inside of themselves that manifests into physical sick acts, such as fucking over people you care about. The reason I love this deck, my first deck that I got here, is because it really, really just gives that, like, that ability to connect on, like, such a level that, with interpretation that's just, like, unmatched. I love this deck. I refuse to even buy a new one. I've had this for years, and I'm gonna continue to take care of it, even though the edges are a little, but whatever. But yeah, you gotta watch out for that, okay? Because this is somebody who's sick in the head. This is somebody who doesn't want help. They could easily get help. They could easily pull themselves out of this karmic misery that they've been experiencing within themselves that has them to this point now overboiling and carrying it out to other people. This person may have a good heart, okay? But they're not really acting out of that space. They're not really living out of that space. And this is somebody who will try to steal your girl, your man in a heartbeat. Interesting. Surprise and room. Okay, so first what popped into my head was surprise, surprise, bitch. Let me get one more. What did I say I saw when I shuffled? What did I say I saw when I shuffled? The misfortune card. So here we are. We've got surprise, room, and misfortune. So, as per usual, this person's efforts will cease to do anything. It will cease to get them what they want. As per usual. As per usual. And I always think it's funny to note these little streams of water that they use to fight this fire in the misfortune card, showing its inevitability that it's going to fail as long as people are operating out of sick-ass energy like that. Their plans will always go that way. And with this room card, it shows a little hermit energy. I read it as the hermit sometimes, if I'm relating it to traditional tarot. But I'm gonna tell you, this is so indicative about you not having to do a thing. This is so indicative about you just being able to sit pretty. This is so being able to just allow the universe to work while your energy is being molded for something else, okay? For something greater than this bullshit. Surprise is also a card that usually shows huge, and substantial gains as time goes on that you did not expect. Okay, the way in which something ends up going in your favor. So it ends up showing that your blessing is amplified while the people who are trying to bring you harm are stifled. So you do have a strong sense of protection already from the universe, just letting you know, like I said in the beginning of the reading. But it's also like, where they do part and you have to match the universe to receive, the ultimate form of protection, to show that you understand the significance. You have to make sure that you're protected too, and that you're at least not being naive to the energies around you. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go and act. It's all going to be taken care of. But will you follow those signs? Pay attention to those signs, the intuitive nature of yourself and those things like that. And when you see it, just be as classy as I know Aquarians to be, and it will all be handled for you. And as you continue to raise your consciousness, others will follow. Okay, that's one thing that Auralite also talks about. So right now, you're even setting an example for the people that want to hurt you. Or really just want to perpetuate hurting themselves. Like, like in situations like this, you're just a casualty, to what they just inflict upon themselves. It's been many people's turns before you as they go on this rampage, and I'm not trying to lessen it, but what I'm saying is, you know, it's not even as malicious as it may sound, and I have to apologize for that, because these people are hurting. That's why malady and the prison card are here. It hurts, so what they do is have to physically like carry it out towards others, and they never win, and sometimes they learn, and you're gonna be an example for somebody to change their life. Know that, even if it's 5 years down the line from now. And you'll know it when it happens. But that's what I have for you for this month, Aquarius. I love you.